Or better yet, designate a texter. For more text-free driving tips, visit stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
Green light. Hey girl, school zone. I'm getting hungry. Car changing lanes. You want to meet me for pizza? Stop sign. Intersection clear. Yeah, street. Pizza sounds good. Ballin Street? Girlin Street!
It's hard to concentrate on two things at once, like texting and driving. Stop the text, stop the wrecks. How will you stop texting and driving? Tell us at stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
My name is Ruth Rusi. I'm a retired teacher. I'm 91 years old, and this is how I live united. I say retired, but not really. Once a week, I read books to children as part of United Way's education program. Reading to a child creates links between language and literacy. It creates a bond between grown-up and child. And believe it or not, it prepares them for a better academic future. Oh, we read about frogs and flies and pigs with wings, all sorts.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to Just a Bit Outside. It's Monday night, 7 o'clock. You already know what it is. I am your host, Kescia, and to my right is always my main man, Mark Foster.
What, the job?
Since I didn't get it out right last week. Did you enjoy your turkey day?
Yeah, I did. So on Thursday, I did a little bouncing around from, a couple of different spots, picking up plates and whatnot. And then on Saturday, the family, we got together up at my folks' house.
Okay.
And did the damn thing. But how about yourself?
I just took it easy, relaxed, just the boy and I.
Yeah.
Just had a good time.
Yeah. Yeah. Believe it or not, and I know people are going to jump all over me for saying this, I am not a big Thanksgiving person.
I'm not going to jump on you for that.
I know it's like a favorite holiday for a lot of people, but I have other holidays that I feel like I enjoy more. I don't know. It's just, I'm not really big on the food it's so horrible. It's crazy.
That's like the best part of Thanksgiving.
I know. That's why I said I know people are going to jump on me for it. But, my big thing about that holiday is just really getting everybody together and spending time with family for real.
Yeah. Like, in my past life, I used to work in hotels and I did overnight.
Oh, yeah.
So there's a lot of times I worked on Thanksgiving and I just, it was like, I'm going to go sleep. And if someone wants to make me a plate and bring it to me, even better.
Yo, in my past life, there was a year where I worked at a hotel and I worked front desk overnight.
Yeah.
Yo, that was one of the wildest jobs I ever had, yo.
You got some stories and I got some stories.
Okay,
we should tell some stories.
Right. I can't believe we just figured this out about each other like just now, for real, man. That's crazy.
Oh, yeah.
That is nuts. Yo, the night shift at the hotels. Lord have mercy. Okay. Yeah, we're going to take that offline. I'm going to tell you who had a good turkey bowl. Calvert Hall. Yes, they had a good turkey bowl, a good turkey day. I mean,
We had Frank and Frank last week?
Yeah, we had Frank and Frank come through last week and talk about the
car accidents going on outside.
We had them come through and talk about the 99th Turkey Bowl that went down at Towson University's Johnny Unitas Stadium. And, of course, it's Calvert Hall versus Loyola Blakefield. It's a very big high school tradition in the city of Baltimore. And man, I'm going to be honest with you. When I woke up Thursday morning, I believe it was probably like around the 10 o'clock hour, and I cut the TV on, and it was like 28 or 30 something to nothing.
Damn.
And that's exactly what I said. It was like the first thing I said. The first thing I said in the morning was just like, damn. And I couldn't help but think about, Donald and Frank, man. I mean, but Calvert Hall rolled all over Loyola Blakefield. I mean, they won 40-7.
Wow.
40-7. Yeah, so we wanted to take this time to shout out Coach Donald Davis, Coach Frank Palomo, Coach Frank Correa. Congratulations to the Hall. Y'all keep on hauling, man. Y'all is owning this Turkey Bowl the past couple of years. And hopefully we can get the guys to come back through, bring the trophy back through.
Yep.
And chop it up with us maybe hopefully next Monday. So we'll see if we can make that happen.
Sounds good.
Cool.
Sounds good.
Cool. What else was going on? Yo, I saw an interesting story. This is kind of just a bit outside the realm of sports.
Okay.
But somebody else had a very interesting Turkey Day. Kevin Hart.
I haven't heard this. I mean, right there,
just
words Kevin Hart tell you enough.
And maybe I'm just laughing because it's like Kevin Hart, for real. But his son had a birthday party on Thanksgiving.
Okay.
Right? All right. So the theme of the birthday party was cowboys and Indians. And and cowboys and Indians. So, they post this picture, everybody all dressed up. I mean, everybody had the costumes on. They were looking great. Man, they got dragged for filth for that shit. I mean, I don't know if people are like too sensitive or what, but they was like, this is the most insensitive post I could ever see. This is the day of genocide, and you're celebrating it at a birthday party for a 1-year-old or some shit like that. I mean, it was crazy, man.
Damn.
Crazy, right? The poor girl tried to re-edit her caption and everything. They tore her ass up for that. Don't try to fix what you did. You know what I mean? Like, it was crazy, man. It was crazy. I mean, do you think people are getting a little too sensitive? I mean, do you think that was an insensitive birthday party theme for Thanksgiving? I mean, I don't know.
I mean, it's a birthday party theme, first of all, and it's not like it's never been done before. But like this year, a lot of people were going in hard on Thanksgiving. The genocide and everything, and we know the history of Thanksgiving. But when you're sitting there on your day off, shoving the mashed potatoes and turkey in your mouth and you're calling it out, maybe you need to look at yourself in the mirror.
And also, if you're sitting in front of the dang TV watching Cowboys and the damn Redskins play. I mean, I don't understand what the fuck is going on. I mean, seriously. Like, come on, man. Yeah, I did. That's why I brought it back inside the realm of sports with that one. Like, yo, come on, we can't be sitting up here getting upset about Cowboys and Indian themes, and we sitting up here rooting for the Cowboys and or the Indians.
Yeah.
I mean, the Redskins on the football games, man. I mean, it's to me, like, I don't know. I think everybody should just chill out a little bit. I thought that was kind of funny, though.
Yep. We're already getting some comments on the feed.
Yeah, I see that. Brandon, what's going on, brother? Thank you for commenting. He has 2 comments. Who's going to start? Joe or Jackson? And do we think Bell will sign with the Ravens? Those are 2 very good comments, Brandon. I promise we will get to those comments very shortly in the show. Do we have a hometown hero for this week?
We do have a hometown hero.
Awesome. I can't wait to hear it.
Let me get to it. Oh, yeah. You were talking about Calvert Hall and Loyola earlier, so staying in that realm of local high school football. Little team, St. Francis.
Okay.
We all know the hubbub about them.
Yeah.
But shout-outs to St. Francis defensive end Chris Braswell, committed to Alabama.
Wow.
Announced it yesterday. Alabama, they've won 5 national championships since 2009. They're defending champions this year.
Yes.
They actually have 2 other St. Francis players on their team currently.
Yeah.
And for this young man, he's going to be joining them in the class of 2020.
Okay.
Like, I mean, that's just a huge honor for him.
Yeah.
I don't want to say it's a fast track to the NFL, but Alabama's where college football is at.
Oh, today. Absolutely. So that's a great story. And you know what? I didn't realize until yesterday's game that the Ravens currently have like 6 players from Alabama
Really?
On the roster. So I mean, there's a lot of ties there between. I mean, you know, we all know the Ozzy.
Yeah.
You know, graduated from Alabama. So there's a lot of ties here between Roll Tide and Baltimore. And wow, congratulations to that young man. I mean, to go play for the awesome Nick Saban and one of the best football programs in the country. Who, I mean, and let's face it, they're gonna go back to the freaking championship this year. You know, I mean, maybe we can dedicate a show to some college football in the near future.
Maybe.
Man, that would be completely awesome.
You mentioned Nick Saban.
Yeah.
Like, he may not be playing for Nick Saban when he gets up there, because there's already talk about Saban coming to the NFL again.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, you know, I'm a firm believer in staying in your lane. And we tried that. We did that show before, and it really didn't work out. You know what I'm saying? He's you know, some coaches are just better with college players than they are with NFL players.
Yep.
You know, Nick Saban is one of those coaches that connects with the young guys, knows how to get them riled up and everything. And then I don't necessarily know that, you know, his methods would translate well on an NFL team. And you know, I mean, I don't know. I mean, even though there will be a couple of vacancies at the end of the season.
Possibly just a few blocks over.
Right, I'm gonna say we're speaking from personal experience. So I mean, like who knows? I mean, that's an interesting story in itself. You guys, we have a great show lined up for you tonight. We have 2 guests from the Baltimore Blast coming through to chop it up with us, and we're gonna kick it MAS style with Elton, Santos, and Andrew Hoxie. Like I said, players for the Baltimore Blast, and we're really excited because the MASL, the Major Arena Soccer League, is kicking off their season this weekend. Baltimore Blast has their, I believe, home opener on Saturday. We trying to be out there, man. I'm really excited about that. I haven't been to a Blast game since like the 80s.
I've never been.
Yeah. I mean, and basically, I mean, the Blast is like all the rage because they done won the championship the past couple of years.
Yep.
Yeah, so, you know, we're really excited about that, and we're looking forward to tonight's show. We're about to take a quick commercial break, you guys. Don't go anywhere. When we come back, we're going to talk about Monday Night Football. Interesting matchup tonight. Don't go anywhere. Just a bit outside.
No way of recruiting or even meeting you. This interview didn't happen.
It may sound ridiculous, and that's because it kind of is. There's a huge pool of talent your company is missing out on. Meet the grads of life. Who are they? Talent worth knowing about. Young adults of unique determination and experience. An ideal fit for your company in an entry-level position, internship, or even mentorship. They might not have every qualification you typically look for, but they're exactly who your company needs.
Man, we really could have used him.
Don't miss out on a resource many innovative companies have already discovered. Go to gradsoflife.org to learn how to find, cultivate, and train this great pool of untapped talent. Brought to you by the Ad Council and gradsoflife.org.
My name is Ruth Rusi. I'm a retired teacher. I'm 91 years old, and this is how I live united. I say retired, but not really. Once a week, I read books to children as part of United Way's education program. Reading to a child creates links between language and literacy. It creates a bond between grown-up and child. And believe it or not, it prepares them for a better academic future. Oh, we read about frogs and flies and pigs with wings, all sorts of juicy stuff. It's a joy to watch all those little faces. I figure I have the time and they have the need. And I've always believed that if we're not here to help each other, then what are we here for really? My name is Ruth Rusi. I help kids prepare to succeed in school. So I don't just wear the shirt, I live it.
Give, advocate, volunteer, live united.
Go to liveunited.org.
Check out this flashback from the Artist Exchange radio show.
That's the biggest thing, is just empowerment. Just get off of the begging line. Just be proud and just get our pride and our dignity back, because as a child, we're taught how to go and beg for a job. Our parents, they literally taught us how to make sure you pull your pants up. Me, I'm 6'7", so I'm a bigger man. I was always taught how to not be threatening or intimidate people when I go into different interviews or different scenarios. And so we're literally taught how to condition ourselves, condition our speech, everything, in order to go and beg these people for a job, because we know when we walk in the door, I have to tear down 10 stereotypes before I get past hello. So we need to eliminate that. You know, and we need to eliminate that, and the way that we do that is employing ourselves and employing our brothers and sisters. And so that's our mission, is group economics, uplift ourselves, because I can't empower anyone until I empower myself, and change from just being willing, because it's in my heart and my passion to see my people succeed and see us do better and change the social order, because I know that we are not supposed to be on bottom. I understand who I was. I know I didn't fall out of the sky and land on a plantation. So when you have knowledge of self and you know who you are and what you come from, it's frustrating more than anything to see us in this position.
Tune into the Artist Exchange every Friday 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. every Saturday 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. live on BigExposedRadio.com.
We're rewarding you for something you already do, listening to us. It's Radio Loyalty, and it's an easy way for you to get free stuff. All you do is sign up. Go ahead and click the banner now. You'll earn points as you listen. Points you can trade in for great products and services in the Radio Loyalty store. You can earn even more points when you share your favorite station with friends on Facebook and Twitter. Radio Loyalty. It's free to sign up, so click the banner to join now.
So, Jacqueline.
Yes, Mom?
I wanted to talk to you about something, and... Oh, wait, hold on. I just got a text. Oh, there's another one. Wow. Busy me. So, anyway...
Oh, wait, Mom. I just got a message. My friends keep commenting on my comment. Oh, there's another one. So many comments on my comment.
Oh, I can't wait to watch TV tonight. Playoffs!
Hey, guys, check out my new video game. Pew, pew.
Wait, Mom, what?
Huh?
What? Hold
What'd you say?
Wait a second, what?
This weekend, unplug. Take your family to the forest. There's nothing in the world like experiencing nature firsthand. Trees, paths, bluebirds, streams. Getting closer to nature can get you closer to your family. To find the forest nearest you, go to discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome back, Just a Bit Outside Radio Show on BeExposedRadio.com. You're checking us out on Facebook, you're on YouTube, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Periscope, pretty much anywhere you can find a podcast. You can check out our past episodes. You're checking us out live on the Facebook feed, on YouTube feed. And right there at the bottom, there's that little share button. Hit that link, share the love.
There you go, there you have it.
Not spicy at all.
Hey, really quickly, we had somebody ask if we all watched Walking Dead. I mean, I know you are a Walking Dead fan. Have you been keeping up with the show lately?
You know, I haven't. It's a mixture of, I'm a cord cutter, so I don't always have A&E, and also I'm
gonna have to get you a fire. You got a fire stick?
No, I got a Roku box.
Oh, okay.
But those are harder to jailbreak, I think.
Yeah, okay.
But I enjoy the comics way more than the show, and especially since Rick's leaving the show and everything. I don't know. But read the comic. Comic's awesome.
All right. Well, look, just like as we said when we left off, we were going to discuss tonight's Monday Night Football game, and kind of a big deal tonight.
Yeah.
Not just for the Tens, but for you, Mark.
Me. Yeah.
Yeah, and a couple of other people. I'm at to shout out my homeboy Jay, my homegirl Nicole. They are currently tied with Mark Foster for the Pick'em title for Week 12.
Week 12.
So we got that $25 gift card on the line from Brass Tap at the Fitzgerald. Shout out to Michael and the crew there. You feeling pretty confident about tonight's game?
Yeah, sure, why not?
To me, I mean, this seems like it's a pretty tough one to pick. I mean, we have, the Houston Texans are on the road in Tennessee. Playing the Tennessee Titans. Marcus Mariota, he's been, keeping his head above water in Tennessee. And, Deshaun Watson has been doing very well out there in Houston.
Very well.
So, what's your take? Do you want to give your pick? Do you want to do that, or?
I'll give my pick, just no score.
Okay.
I don't even know if they can go on and change it. I don't know. I don't care. It's interesting that you mentioned Mariota and Watson, because I think in the end it's going to come down to them. The NFL is obviously a very offensive-heavy league right now. Mm-hmm. And these are two high-powered offenses. Mariota and the Titans, they stumbled. They kind of don't look as good as they had a few weeks ago. I guess a month or so ago. But they're starting to come back. Deshaun Watson and the Texans, they're like, on a 7-game run streak. And I think it's going to come down to those offenses. And maybe if you're going to throw in the defense, obviously J.J. Watt plays into it. Titans don't have as strong of a defense at all.
Yeah.
So
looking for that J.J. Watt tonight.
Yeah, and I think the Texans are gonna. I don't want to say run away with it, because it's Monday Night Football and we know how that is. Always close games.
Yeah. Well, I'm loving the Texans. I'm loving Deshaun. I love the move that they made at the trade at the deadline. Yeah. And I think they have been moving in the right direction. I mean, obviously they have been moving in the right direction, because, they started off the season 0-3, and if they win tonight, there's like a point of history on the line for tonight. So if the Texans beat the Titans on Monday night, they will be the first team in NFL history to win 8 straight games after losing their first 3.
Yeah.
So, there's been a little extra sauce to the game. I believe the Texans are first in their division.
I think so.
They should be.
They should be.
Because the rest of them Bamas.
The Titans were the next behind,
Yeah. So they're doing well. They'll be looking to tighten the grip on that division and just win that thing outright. And I'm also gonna go with the Texans tonight. I can't remember what the score was that I predicted. You were on with a high scoring game, right?
I think so. Yeah.
The Titans just can't score.
High-ish.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with a good 23-13. I'm looking for a 10-point ass whipping.
Okay.
And the Texans are 4-point favorites, so I think they'll handle that easily.
Yeah.
Do we have any comments?
Yeah, JMA's on the feed.
Oh yeah. Oh, what up? Hashtag Team Island. What do you say?
He says he's due.
Yeah, he's due.
I think I'm due too.
Hey man, both of y'all gonna have your eye on the game all night. Because I think what it's going to come down to is a tiebreaker for real.
Yeah, with Nicole too.
I know Nicole probably watching too.
If we're wrong, Jade, let us know. But I think we all picked the same team, the Texans. It's going to come down to the score.
Yeah. You got any player in particular that you think will be a difference maker for tonight?
I don't think a player in particular. I think it's just down to the offenses. Whoever can string it together, keep the punts to a minimum. And try to convert touchdowns, because those field goals just aren't going to do it.
Yeah. And what do you think about Mike Vrabel? This is his first year as a coach. He's had a pretty... Jay says it's all right down to the points. I know, man. I can't wait to see what these scores are once this game lock up. I'm gonna be right on that page checking out the scores predictions. But he's had a rough season for his first season as head coach the Tennessee Titans. You know, I'm not going to go as far as to say that he's on the hot seat. Do you think he has like any chance to kind of turn that thing around this season, or should he just be looking to the off season and hopefully making some moves for the Titans?
I don't think they're going to get a playoff role.
Yeah.
But we're going to go to break right now.
Oh, okay.
So maybe we'll pick it up a little bit.
All right, you guys, when we come back, we got Elton and Andrew in the building. Don't go anywhere. Just a bit outside.
Did it say it here yet?
It is what it is. Radio show.
Yeah, go ahead. All right, listen. All right, say situation. Cause I keep telling y'all, it's different situations in the child support thing. You can't just pinpoint one thing. You can't just say, "Oh, here did be. That's why you're on child support." Oh, he this. That's why you're on child support. Oh, she this. That's why she on child support. No, sometimes it could just go off of. Oh, I just called him and asked him, can he pay for the pictures? He ain't want to pay for the pictures. I'm taking his ass downtown. Yup.
Well, you got to know. Know who you dating.
Hold up.
You just like
I just called her. I just called her and asked could she just get Junior some shoes. She couldn't even get him no church shoes. I'm taking her ass downtown. Now, when you go downtown, you go down there, you get $500. Right? Now you mad because you getting $500, and now you really ain't getting no shoes for Junior or Lord CC because you getting $500 now. Right?
Yeah, but you gotta remember, if you're a good father or a good mother, and you paying child support, right? You still gonna go ahead and do all that because
hold up.
It's just what it is.
Hold on, and that's another situation.
Right.
But you know what that creates? Now when we at the party, Mommy and Daddy ain't even down there speaking to each other. Cause Daddy done paid for the party and he done came out of pocket this month with $600.
Right, that's your child.
Be mad. Listen. He shouldn't be mad, but he also has another child with his wife.
That's on him.
Okay,
go ahead.
He got another child with his wife.
Okay.
Right. And you're taking away from him. And they taking away from him.
Well, he should have kept it in his pants.
Exactly.
Should have kept it in his pants. Stop complaining. Stop complaining. Stop complaining.
You on some whole, he on some whole other shit over here. He on some whole other shit. I'm gonna tell you.
Hi, I'm LeVar Burton, and I'm proud to be a book person. How do I choose a book? Sometimes it's the cover, sometimes it's the title. I guess I'm pretty visual. If a book's really impressing me and the writing is really good, I will peek and see what the last paragraph is. Because the endings of books should rock you. I am a book person, and if you're a book person too, read to a child and spark a lifetime of ambition. Join me at bookpeopleunite.org because reading is fundamental. A public service announcement brought to you by Reading is Fundamental, Library of Congress, and the Ad Council. Hi, I'm LeVar Burton, and I'm proud to be a book person. How do I choose a book? Sometimes it's the cover, sometimes it's the title. I guess I'm pretty visual. If a book's really impressing me and the writing is really good, I will peek and see what the last paragraph is. Because the endings of books should rock you. I am a book person, and if you're a book person too, read to a child and spark a lifetime of ambition. Join me at bookpeopleunite.org because reading is fundamental. A public service announcement brought to you by Reading is Fundamental, Library of Congress, and the Ad Council.
Green light. Hey girl, school zone. I'm getting hungry. Car changing lanes. You want to meet me for pizza? Stop sign. Intersection clear. Yeah, street. Pizza sounds good. Ballin Street? Girlin Street!
It's hard to concentrate on two things at once, like texting and driving. Stop the text, stop the wrecks. How will you stop texting and driving? Tell us at stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
The Artist Exchange Radio Show every Friday 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. every Saturday 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. Real artist, real talk, real live on BeExposedRadio.com.
I was meeting with a friend yesterday, and I've gotten to the point where don't ask me a question because the truth is going to come out. And
exactly.
Just don't do it.
If you ain't looking for the truth, don't come to me.
Don't do it because I can't hold my tongue. And she wants to be this stylist, boutique, but you're not doing anything in that nature, and I can't take you seriously if you're not doing those things. And I understood why people didn't take me seriously, because I found myself in somebody else's lane. I was good at what I was doing and what I wanted to be, but I wasn't doing it for me. So how can I ask you to take me seriously if I'm living in somebody else's shoes?
And nobody can do what you do, and I think that that's a big problem that people face now. Like, you see what somebody else is doing and you want to do that when that's not your lane.
That's not your lane.
That's not what you're supposed to be doing.
But it's popular, it's getting that person money, it's getting that person applause. Oh, I want applause. I want money. Let me stand over here behind them.
And then a lot of times people aren't honest with themselves either. Like, I was thinking earlier today, I've been woke for almost 2 days, so so you get honesty, and I was thinking, like, you know,
The Artist Exchange Radio Show.
Whoa. The moment my son saw a redwood tree.
It's huge!
Is the moment I knew that for him,
You can't even see the top of that thing.
even the sky has no limit.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org. Learn about forests near you and discover cool things to do when you go. Your moment is out there. Find it at discovertheforest.org.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Join the Just a Bit Outside crew every Monday, 8 to 10 p.m. on BeExposedRadio.com.
You wanna start off?
I think I'll get it out of the way on a who's not.
Okay, do it.
The Orioles.
Right.
They got swept by the Royals. They lost 4 in a row, and the last 5 games have all been decided by 1 run. The game before.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome back, Just a Bit Outside Radio Show, BeExposedRadio.com. Thank you, Just, for joining us each and every Monday, 7 to 9, Facebook, YouTube. You know the places to go. And if you're watching us, you will notice that we've been joined. Multiple-time guest, Elton is back. Welcome back.
Hi, a pleasure to be back.
Thanks for coming in. And Andrew Hoxie.
Yes, that is me. Hello, everybody.
These gentlemen are players with the Baltimore Blast who begin their season this coming Saturday. And actually, like, it's a home game Saturday, then an away game Sunday, right?
Yeah, the first weekend is kind of hard for us. We play a Saturday night and then have 5.5, 6 hours of traveling and play the next day at 2 p.m.
So is that like traditional for the MASL for the first week, or?
Depends on the schedule. Everything has.
My first game, I've never had back-to-back like this.
Okay.
So, but I mean, they tend to have back-to-back games throughout the season. So.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna be cheesing about this all night. Okay, you know what I'm about to say, Mark?
Oh yeah.
Okay, the mustache. I'm just loving the mustache. Like, this is so gangster. I'm loving it. That joint is dope. Yes. All right, I'm gonna be cheesing about that all night. All right. Thank you guys so much for coming. I know this is a very busy week for you guys with training and preparing and practicing. Talk about anything. Jay, one of our listeners said, talk about anything that isn't football. He's a Bengals fan. He has nothing to be happy about right now. So he's going to be happy to hear from you guys. Let's kick off the interview. Andrew, could you give us a little bit about your soccer background and how you came to be a player on the Blast?
Well, I grew up with 3 older brothers, so I was constantly, kicking the ball around and trying to be as good as them. And I think that helped me along the way. And then I went to the College of William & Mary for 4 years.
Okay.
And then got drafted by the San Jose Earthquakes, which is an outdoor team in the MLS. And then been playing indoor ever since for like the last 8 years. And I ended up with the Blast 3 years ago, and now we got 3 championships. So I'm pretty excited.
Yeah, I was saying you came right in time.
I know, perfect timing. So.
And you're a forward for the Blast, correct?
Yes, try to score the goals.
Okay.
So, yeah.
All right, Elton, run that back for us. I know a couple of our fans and listeners are already familiar, but for those who aren't, your background, position, where you're from.
Yeah, I'm from Brazil.
Yay, yay.
Yeah. where we live soccer. Soccer is our life. So I didn't have my older brother, kind of not good at soccer. So I was playing with them, and I played in Brazil professionally for second, third division. And 2014 was my first time, my first experience overseas. I went to Poland. I was there for a year, and then I went to Romania. And I was there for another year, and then I had the chance to come here. That will be my third year with the Blast. I have 2 championships. That's nice. Pretty exciting too. And I'm here since then. It's 2 years in October that I'm here.
Okay, okay. Now, I'm gonna kind of put you on the spot just a little bit. Now, we've been cool for a little while, so I follow you on social media. I saw a rather wild video that you posted not too long ago when we had, it was like our first real snow. For real. And let me just tell y'all, Elton, in I guess true Brazil fashion, I don't know, because it was cold as hell outside, was playing soccer in the snow with no shirt on. And wait a minute, not only just playing, but doing bicycle kicks, you know, at that. Like,
some of that, we don't have snow in Brazil.
I know.
And then you got excited, and then say, no, I have to do it.
At least he kept his pants on.
So my first year here was snowing outside, and I was living in apartments at that time. And I say to my teammates, Juan, I will go outside and I'll take a picture without a shirt. But like, it has to be fast, man, because it's cold. So I went there, put a chair on the snow, came back, say, are you ready? Went there, sat, picture, done. So, okay. Following year, I'm married at that point. Say my wife, so last year I did that. I have to keep going. So I took on the porch. Right. I said, and this year with my son, say, let's go play. And he was taking his shirt to say, no, you don't do it. Don't do it.
Don't be like that this time.
Not yet.
Right.
Yeah, just a fun day.
I know it was a progression. What are you gonna do next year? Like jump?
Right.
I don't know.
Maybe.
Polar bear plunge.
Making angels, maybe. No?
That was fun. That was fun to watch. So you guys, as we said earlier, you know, this is the first week of the season. It's kicking off. What do you guys, you know, do to prepare for the first week? I mean, not just physically, but like mentally. Do you have like any traditions, superstitions?
So I'm kind of cool. It's hard for me to. When I was single, it was easy. So I had like watch TV shows, stay in bed, lay down. Well, now I have kids, wife, and then it's just a normal day. And then while I drive there, I get my mindset to the game. I cannot chill anymore. I cannot lie down on the couch and watch TV anymore because the kids are running around. So it's just like a chilling day in the beginning. And then while driving to the arena, I get my mindset, and then it's everything about the game.
How about you?
This guy has a breakfast tradition.
Okay.
Yeah.
I am a diner connoisseur.
Oh.
Yes, I would say so. It's like breakfasts are my specialty. So every morning before the game, I'll find a different diner, or I'll go to the same one that I know is really good. But other than that, I mean, I'm just eat healthy. I don't put a shoe on first. Nothing too superstitious.
So you say you're a diner connoisseur. Which one is your favorite?
In the city?
Yeah.
Man, that's so hard. There's so many good ones.
Well, give us your top 3. How about that?
How about my top 1 is Blue Moon Cafe.
Really? Okay, yeah, that's a good one. That's a good pick.
And in Cockeysville, there's one, Aslan, it's called.
Okay.
And yeah.
I'm going to check that one out.
It's really good.
Okay.
They're really good pancakes. If it has like the eggs and the pancakes and they're good, you can't really mess that up.
I know that's right.
Make a good pancake and you're okay with me.
Dig it.
Yeah.
So, Andrew, you said you've been on the team for the past 3 years, and you've like kind of, you know, went through the whole championship thing. So I'm pretty sure you're kind of feeling like, you know, the man right now. You know, I mean, both of you really. Each season, do you take a different perspective going into the season?
Uh,
you're always improving, or is it things that you change up?
Well, every year the game changes. Like every single year it changes. So you got to kind of adapt with it. You know, you just try to go with the same mindset. Like you play the Baltimore Blast is one of the best teams ever, and they won 10 championships, 3 in a row. And there's just like an aura that around this team of a winning atmosphere. So you I don't know. It's natural. Just when you're with the team, you just show up, and it's I don't know. I can't explain it really.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Dig it. Elton. So we in Baltimore, we have like rivals with our teams. You know, the Orioles had the Red Sox and the Yankees. The Ravens had Pittsburgh Steelers. For those who aren't really too familiar with the league or with the Blast, is there one particular team that gets under y'all's skin, or one particular team when you look at the schedule for the season, you circle that joint like, man, this is going to be the one where I'm ready to go in?
I think I personally have 2.
Okay.
One is Milwaukee for sure.
Okay.
They play Milwaukee. Yeah.
Well, I forget the key.
Yeah, I was like, Milwaukee. Okay.
Milwaukee. My accent doesn't help me. The Wave. Okay.
Yeah,
The Wave.
Okay.
They play a really good soccer. Has been very challenging play against those guys. They have a pretty good team, and every time we face them is a hard game. And I would say also Harrisburg, because I think it's the closest team in the area, and have a couple guys that play here and play there, play here. Our coach play there and play for us, and now we have a former teammate that is the coach there. So it's always have this exchange of players, and then has a little bit of rivalry. I think that's a game that I'm looking forward to too.
How about you, Andrew?
I mean Milwaukee, but I think Mexico. Like, we've had to go to Mexico the last 3 years to win the finals, which has been ridiculous. But yeah, every time we play them, I come back with like bruises that I didn't even know I had. You know? It's an intense game out there. People are punching you, pinching on you.
Really?
Oh yeah, it's.
So is it like a different style of play out there than you would say here?
Yeah, they
a little more physical.
Yeah, I mean their sport, Mexico sport is soccer. You know, America is.
That's right.
Not necessarily it's football, basketball, but soccer's coming up on the come up. But it's very intense, and you know, no one wants to lose.
The atmosphere there is pretty amazing too. The supporters, they are on the field, they are with them. There's a different way to support. Last year they have around like 10,000 or more on the arena. Yeah, it was hot. Yeah, it was warm, and like you couldn't hear yourself. You couldn't hear your teammate here to there on the arena. Like, wow, so loud. That was like great game. That was a great game.
So let's talk a little bit about Saturday's opponent. What are you expecting from those guys?
Oof. You want to take this? You want to take the name of the team?
No, name of the team.
You see, I kind of passed that along to you.
Pretty hard to pronounce. It is a new team.
New team.
Okay.
From Canada.
Oh, okay.
Close to Toronto. They have. It's hard to play a first year, to put a team together, so we don't know what to expect. So we have to bring our best soccer and put our best soccer on the field, because we don't know what to expect. That new players, new team, new coach, new everything. So something that we cannot predict. So when you play against certain teams, you know players, you know what they are bringing, you know how to play against them. This is a brand new team. Like, we don't have that much information about them, so we need to be very careful about that.
So anytime that you add another team to the league, to me, that's like good news. I mean, that's a sign of growth, and it is great for the league.
So for this year, one team on Mexico dropped it, but they add this team from Toronto, and the Dallas team came back.
Okay.
So we actually have 2 more teams on the league. We have 22 teams, something like that.
And is that Canadian team the only?
Yeah, it's the only Canadian team.
Awesome.
I'm looking for. We were on a coaching course together this past weekend, and I had a Canadian guy there, and he said the arena is good.
Really?
He said that they are promoting the game, and they will have like 10,000 every game. So 10,000 people every game.
15.
It's good for you guys.
Yeah.
So what?
15 seconds.
Oh, okay, all right. You guys, we're gonna wrap up this segment. You guys don't go anywhere. We've got more with Andrew with the cool mustache and Elton, players of the Baltimore Blast. So don't go anywhere. Just a bit outside.
Driving has a rhythm all its own. Don't wreck it with a text. Before you get behind the wheel, silence your phone. Or better yet, designate a texter. For more text-free driving tips, visit stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
Green light. Hey girl, school zone. I'm getting hungry. Car changing lanes. You want to meet me for pizza? Stop sign. Intersection clear. Yeah, street. Pizza sounds good. Ballin' Street? Girlin' Street!
It's hard to concentrate on two things at once, like texting and driving. Stop the text, stop the wrecks. How will you stop texting and driving? Tell us at stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Join the club that gives you stuff.
Hey, thanks!
Radio Loyalty.
Here's how it works.
Just click on the Radio Loyalty banner right now and sign up. Then, you keep on listening like you already do. But now you earn points. Those points add up, and you can trade them in for stuff in the Radio Loyalty store. Earn more points by sharing your station with friends on Facebook and Twitter, answering surveys, and by using the apps in the New Players App Store. Pretty simple, right?
Radio Loyalty.
Click that banner to join now.
So, Jacqueline.
Yes, Mom?
I wanted to talk to you about something, and... Oh, wait. Hold on. I just got a text. Oh, there's another one. Wow. Busy me. So, anyway...
Oh, wait, Mom. I just got a message. My friends keep commenting on my comment. Oh, there's another one. So many comments on my comment.
Oh, I can't wait to watch TV tonight. Playoffs!
Hey guys, check out my new video game. Pew, pew.
Wait, Mom, what? Huh?
What? Hold
What'd
on.
you say? Wait a second, what?
This weekend, unplug. Take your family to the forest. There's nothing in the world like experiencing nature firsthand. Trees, paths, bluebirds, streams. Getting closer to nature can get you closer to your family. To find the forest nearest you, go to discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Keyboard Cat, Hamilton the Pug, and Toast Meets World. These are some of the internet's most beloved pets. With millions of YouTube views, shares, Instagram likes, followers, and fans across the globe. But what do all these amazing pets have in common? Their stories started in a shelter. Start your story. Adopt a dog or cat today. Visit the shelter.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome back, Just a Bit Outside Radio Show, BeExposedRadio.com. Once again, thanks for checking us out. Facebook, YouTube, everywhere else. We say it each and every week. Share the link, share the love. We're sitting here with Andrew and Elton of the Baltimore Blast. We were talking about the season opener and how you guys get ready and everything. But now let's just get into what you guys got going on the side. I know a lot of players like to do coaching and stuff. So is that something you're involved in?
Okay. So yeah, when I first came here, I knew that we had the off season was kind of long, and something that I had in my mind before, way before I come here, is I have this dream to keep working soccer after playing. We know that I cannot play forever, and I'm getting old, and I had to initiate somehow.
Get the gray in your beard,
yeah. Guys. And then I started on a coaching career, and I didn't want to be just like relying on the whatever I learned by playing So I'm studying as well. We actually did a course together this past weekend.
Yeah, we got our D license for the
U.S. soccer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, wow. That's something that it's my second year here, and I have 3 courses already. I'm keep like studying, changing, and information. So I am coaching for Celtic. Is a club, good club in the city that has a lot of locations. We have like Celtic North, South, West. We have in York too. And in the fall, I work for McDonald's School on a JV program on the soccer too.
Okay.
So it's something that keep you in the game, and something that helped me to bring and refound, like find myself again in the game, and find the passion that I had when I was a kid. So working with kids, you see their passion from the game for the game, and I was remembering in my mind when I was 10, you know, bringing that joy that you have just to have fun and kick the ball around. That brought me more passion. I think helped me a little bit on my game too when I now came back to the Blast. It's something that I love to work with kids, so for me it's like it's joy.
Yeah, I mean, I enjoy working with kids as well. I don't know if I want to be a coach the rest of my life. I have no idea what I want to do after soccer.
Yeah.
So I'm just kind of trying to keep my options open and getting licenses. I have been flying my drone for money.
Okay.
For money?
Yeah.
Yeah, trying to.
So I saw something about that on the Blast website. Was it drone racing?
Drone on the Blast website, really?
Yeah.
So I haven't got into drone racing yet.
Okay,
And
okay.
that's really, that would be awesome. That would be like my dream, you know?
Okay, okay.
And it's they put the goggles on right here, and they're just buzzing around, racing, and they have huge prizes these days. Like,
Yeah.
I saw a prize pool in India for like, it was like 150,000 for one little race.
I think I'm gonna buy a drone.
My mind is
money.
already going. Like, that requires no athletic ability.
No, like just
You gotta be a gamer, though.
Yeah.
You gotta be a good gamer, which, you know, I've been known to be a gamer here and there. So.
Nice.
But my drone is not like that. It's just like, it's called a Phantom 4. And it's more for just inspecting and taking cool pictures.
Okay.
That sort of thing. So, yeah.
Now, you talk about working with kids, and I know Elton has children. I understand you had a child not too long ago.
I did, like 8 days ago.
8
Are you
days
sick?
ago.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
First?
A little Scorpio baby.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
good luck.
Look at
Yeah, she's my first. Her name's Lily. She's the best.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
And I must say, I don't see any bags under your eyes just yet.
I'm tired.
I know what I'm saying. I know you are though. Oh my God.
I said to him like one is easy.
Wait till they get to teenage years. Whew.
That's fantastic.
So, yeah.
So you guys, we do this thing with our guests. We call it Just a Bit Outside Fave 5, where we give our guests a topic and they give us the Fave 5 on the topic. I believe the last time we were here, Elton, we did the Fave 5 soccer players.
Something like that.
Yeah, I think we did.
Yeah,
but we're going to switch it up a little bit this
Nice.
time. And, you know, we like music. We talk about the arts all the time. We love hip hop. We actually love all kinds of music. So what I'm going to ask you guys is, you know, when you're riding around or when you're, you know, gearing up for a game, getting yourself together.
5.5 hour bus trip.
Yeah, God. What 5 musical artists do you have in rotation right now? We're going to start with the man with the mustache.
Oh my goodness. Okay, that's really hard for me because I listen to a plethora of music. Before games, it's a little bit heavier. So I have Rage Against the Machine.
Nice.
On repeat. So they're kind of like 1, 2, and 3. Number 4, I mean, Metallica. They really get me going.
Now it's artists, not tracks. So you got 2.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I don't know, man. That's difficult. I don't know. There's all sorts of hip hop artists, but I like rap to just like when I'm just chilling, you know. But if it's before a game, it's definitely heavy metal. So okay, Rage Against the Machine, Metallica, Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Yes.
They're pretty
Like
snazzy.
them.
Man, this is hard to think of some on the spot. Who else is good? Who do you listen to? Give me a few.
You got to do it.
I have my own track. I have my own set.
Kendrick Lamar or
yeah, Logic. He said that he was. He said like.
You like Logic? Okay, I like Logic.
He's good. I mean Kendrick Lamar. He's good. There's a guy named Ty Brazzle that I've been recently listening to. He's pretty good.
Cool.
Yeah.
Almost a break.
Okay. All right. Well, Elton, why don't you round that out real fast? Give us your 5.
So before game, I'm kind of old school. I had this.
Britney Spears.
I just saw Dire Straits, Swings of Sultan, Dire Straits, and I have a live track on Alchemy. I think it's a 10-minute song.
Wow.
That I like to listen. And before the game, I had this track, Birdman and Lil Wayne.
Okay.
Fire Flame.
Okay.
That's one like that keep me like on track. But in my car, I have country. I have Johnny Cash on my car. I have The Cure. I like old rock and roll. No, it's not.
This is like your top 10.
This is your fave.
Okay, my top 5. I would say I really like Eminem.
Okay.
I really like Dire Straits, The Cure.
Okay.
On the spot, man.
It's hard. It's hard to do only 5. Depend of the phase, like couple.
Give us 2 more.
I would say I like to listen. Chris Templeton, country singer.
Okay.
On the car, that's good. And let's give a weird one. Yeah, different one. Music is such good thing. Oh my
Do you
God.
listen to Dave Matthews?
Oh, that's a good one.
Dave
I like Dave.
Dave's a good.
Well, that's what we're going to say, Dave Matthews.
I like AC/DC.
AC/DC? Okay, that's a good one, too.
That's one of my favorite.
I forgot about Queen.
How could you forget Queen?
AC/DC and Iron Maiden.
Everything.
I know, and the dude's got the mustache.
He's got the mustache, too, right. Yeah. All right, we're going to wrap this up. That's all the time we got for our players from the Baltimore Blast. You guys, they're getting it in this Saturday at World Palms Arena?
Yeah, no.
Towson. Oh, you guys are
CQ.
Shit. Oh, good. Oh, we love that place. All right, cool. So we're going to be out in Towson with the Baltimore Blast. Come through. Check us out. Guys, don't go anywhere. Just a bit outside.
Yep.
Join the Just a Bit Outside crew every Monday, 8 to 10 p.m. on BeExposedRadio.com.
You want to start off?
I think I'll get it out of the way on a who's not.
Okay, do it.
The Orioles.
Right.
They got swept by the Royals. They lost 4 in a row, and the last 5 games have all been decided by 1 run.
Mm-hmm.
The game before, or the last game that they lost before the Royals was the Nationals, and it was Weeders, of course, won with a home run.
Hit the home run.
Right.
They were going into that National series. It seemed like they were doing so well, and they just crapped out. They got that game postponed, so who knows when they're going to replay that or play that game.
Mm-hmm.
That's my first not for the night.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and weigh in on my who's not, and I'm going to talk about the San Diego Padres.
The Padres. That's okay. You just took my answer.
They're in last place in the NL West. They've lost 8 of their last 10. Their run differential is a negative 65, which is just horrible. So when you have well, let me just talk about run differential a little bit. It's kind of like the
how much you're winning or losing your games by, pretty much.
Yeah. Okay. It's like the margin of victory, kind of.
Right.
So when you're in a negative number, that means that you're.
Then your average game you're losing
by a whole lot.
Right.
I mean, a number like negative 65, this early in the season is pretty rough.
That's
and
horrible.
The pitching numbers pretty much support this stat right here. I mean, the team ERA is 4.70, which is 26th in the league. They have 126 walks allowed. They acquired Jared Weaver in the offseason, and he really has not panned out. He's off to one of the worst starts in any of the pitchers in 2017. He's 0-4 with a 6.05 ERA. In May alone, he already has 12 earned runs in May. And, another one of their pitchers, Clayton Richard, he's 2-4 with a 4.34 ERA. And, in May, he has 6 earned runs and 12 innings pitched. So they're not pitching well. And on top of that, they are also not batting well.
Right. But it kind of sucks because Manuel Margot is doing pretty good. His the past few at bats, his last.
Join the Just a Bit Outside crew every Monday 8 to 10 p.m. on BeExposedRadio.com.
You use Tearless Baby Shampoo because it's gentle on your baby's eyes. You make sure his toys don't have any sharp edges. You always test the bathwater to make sure it's not too hot. You taught her what to do when the smoke alarm goes off. You make sure she wears a helmet when she rides her bicycle. You put on his sunscreen, even when he's embarrassed his friends will see. You do so much to keep your child safe. But are you using the right car seat for your child? Is your child facing the right way in the car seat? Is the seat too big or too small? How do you know when it's time to move your child into the next type of seat? Car crashes are a leading killer of children ages 1 to 13. Protect your child's future at every stage of life. For information on the right seat for your child, visit safercar.gov/the-right-seat. That's safercar.gov/the-right-seat.
A message from the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Why is Connor having trouble focusing in school?
Having trouble finding Connor's middle school? Would you like directions?
No, why is Connor having trouble focusing in school?
Finding lowest airfare to Istanbul.
No, I'm tired of fighting with him over homework.
Home, walk, restaurant. Need a review?
No, I need help. He's very smart, but his mind wanders. He's disorganized.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
We are back. Alright, yo, what's up? Welcome back to Just a Bit Outside. Your host Kescia, Mark, me in the building. We just kicked it, and we kicked it hard with Baltimore Blast players Elton Santos and Andrew Hoxie. Man, what a great interview.
Absolutely. Gotta respect the stash.
Yeah, and God, he was in full effect. I can't wait to get out to the Towson Arena and check that game out on Saturday. And I got to shout out Mike Conway on that for looking out for us with the press passes, man. That's going to be a lot of fun.
Absolutely.
I'm looking forward to that. So, let's get to it. Let's talk about the home team. We done bounced around the league. We done went inside and outside the realm of sports. Now we got to talk about our Ravens, boy. Ravens was looking good yesterday at home against the Oakland Raiders. What you think?
Anytime the Raiders lose, I'm happy.
Oh, yeah, you got that AFC West shit going on. So I know you were happy, man. I know you were happy.
Oh, yeah.
What was it, 34-17? Impressive
34-17.
win. Impressive win. What was the most impressive thing for you in the game yesterday?
I think the most impressive thing for me is, we always say it's a team effort. The losses this year have been an absolute team effort.
Yep.
Yesterday's win was a team effort. Not only do you have the offense clicking, putting up big rushing yards, Gus the Bus, 125 yards on the ground, and in the air too.
It was, oh my goodness.
Anyway, I think it was Gus. But special teams, they get the for the touchdown. Terrell Suggs, first time since 2009.
Right. Did you see him rolling with that interception return, that run back?
Apparently, he used to be a running back in high school. He said he still got that speed, and he was huffing and hawing like an old man, but he did it.
Yeah, I'm going to say the thing that I was most impressed with is the play of Lamar Jackson. And, there's been a lot of debate as to, his performance. What do the Ravens do moving forward? You know, we still have this hip injury hanging up in the air with Joe Flacco. And I'm going to tell you, and, you know, this is one of the things that, you know, I've kind of been going on Joe Flacco about. Improvement. Okay? That was my biggest takeaway from yesterday's game, was the improvement from one game to the next game for Lamar Jackson. His first game, he ran a whole hell of a lot. I think he might have even broke a record with 26 rushes, something around that.
28, I think, yeah.
28, yeah. You know, and we know that there are some quarterbacks that can get it done that way. We don't necessarily want to do that because we'd like to preserve the legs and the body as much as possible. You could actually tell that he was trying not to have that run first mentality yesterday. Yeah. He had you know, fewer rushes and he had more throwaways. You know, you could tell in his first game, and this could have been, you know, first game jitters or whatever. You could tell when he got himself into a sticky situation, his automatic default was to just scramble the hell up out of there. And you could tell yesterday, you know, he was making that decision. Okay, I'm gonna throw this thing away, or you know what I mean. He was. Yeah. You could see that thought process, and to me that's a big thing. You know what I mean? That's a great improvement, and that's all I really, you know, ask from players, and especially, you know, with quarterbacks who are just getting their feet wet in the league.
He's a rookie, so don't get me wrong. I expect him to have horrible games coming up, but yeah, he did improve, and I think a lot of that had to do with the game planning. I don't know if it was Marty Morningwig himself or if it was John Harbaugh, but yeah, they didn't run him as much. And if you look back at his college days, like, he can still pass from the pocket. It's not like he's just a scrambling quarterback. So they did let him throw a little bit more, not quite as much as I'd like to see. I think I want to see him throw some more because you do want to preserve those legs, like you said. You don't want him, you know, having like a 5-year career because he's running too much. But yeah, I think there's improvement. Is a playoff run something that you expect out of the team? And if so, you know, with those rookie bad games coming up, like I said, I fully expect it to happen. Do you want to risk that as far as the season?
Right, because I mean, if he was to, you know, get injured or to have any type of situation, I mean, we'd be down to RG3. Yeah. And, you know, I don't know what how the people would feel about that, but I would not like to see it get to that point, me personally.
Well, Flacco is supposedly seeing a hip specialist to try to get cleared for practice. He's not even practicing yet. And, you know, he wants to get on the field. So then the Ravens...
Did you see him on the sideline? Like, they showed him a couple of times on the sideline.
He's Joe Cool. He always has that demeanor.
Yeah. But he wasn't surrounded by too many people. You know, he seemed to be walking around a little bit by himself. I don't be trying to read into a whole lot. But, you know, to me, that was kind of like a bit of a eyebrow raiser. It was because they showed him several times. I mean, like you said, he was Joe Cool, like chilling. But, you know, you couldn't help but think, is this motherfucker sweating bullets for his job or what?
Dead man walking.
And another thing that I really enjoyed watching yesterday was that they took shots down the field, and he had some pretty decent throws, man. Yeah. I mean, one of them joints wasn't one of them like 70 yards, something like that? A 70-yard catch and run?
Yeah, 73 yards, I think.
Yeah. Michael Crabtree just, you know, showed up to whoop up on his old team. Yep. I mean, like you said, it was just a great team effort, and it was really... We got back to like Baltimore football, you know what I mean? Like we got it done on the ground, and like you said, and also in the air. Yeah, Team Island said Joe knows it's over. I think he knows it's over too. Like, he had this fixed smile on his face, you know what I mean? And it was just like, I mean, and honestly, I mean, let's be realistic. Nobody wants to lose their job. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that he was sitting out there like, man, I hope they lose this damn game. But I mean, with every completion, with every awesome play, you know, with every drive, and that's another thing about this guy. This kid has been orchestrating 10, 11, 12, 13 play drives, which is really what you want because it eats up the clock. Yep. I mean, you're managing the game really well. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, we're seeing things that we really haven't been accustomed to seeing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before the Lamar Jackson era, I'm calling it an era already. Like, I'm doing
maybe
it.
even like earlier Joe Flacco era, like we had that, but especially since the Super Bowl, it hasn't been like that.
Yes.
Even that 2014 season that they say was Joe's best ever, like it still wasn't to that level that it used to be of getting those types of drives and plays that you said.
Exactly.
Maybe an early booty huff or a WTF, but a lot of the Ravens groups on Facebook and stuff, like it's gotten nasty with people like in support of Flacco, in support of Lamar.
Yeah. I mean, these are like fighting words, for real.
You know, as much as I hate to say it, race does play a matter in it, and a lot of it.
It does. You keep it 100 here.
But at the end of the day, shouldn't we all just be Ravens fans? And whether you want Joe in or not, you should be happy we're winning.
Exactly. Exactly.
You mentioned Joe on the sidelines and everything. I think Joe is a smart man. He knows going into the season, his guaranteed money is done at the end of the season. So the likelihood of him being brought back before Lamar was even drafted, was pretty much none, unless he had like a record-breaking season.
Right.
And maybe that's why the players stood away. Like everything the players say, like that you hear from like outside sources and stuff, is they do have respect for Joe, and they do see him as a locker room leader.
Yeah.
He brought the team in a Super Bowl, NFL or a Super Bowl MVP. He's going to be in the Ring of Honor one day, but his time, you know, under center is definitely at a close, I think. And the sooner the fans realize that,
and come to grips with it, I think the better off we will all be. And we also have another comment that says, you only saw RG3 talking to Lamar, never really to Joe. That's what I'm saying. I mean, you know, these are the little subtleties that you got to pay attention to. I mean, and you got to think also, like prior to these, you know, these couple of games, our playoff hopes, like the playoff picture was hanging in the air very delicately. And now with this win, I believe that, you know, we're at the top of the people that are, we're at the top of the list of the folks. I believe it's the Bengals are in there, the Colts might be in there, but we have a 44% chance, the highest percentage out of all of those teams listed to make the playoffs. I mean, you know, I know the players in that locker room are also like, man, I'm feeling this vibe. I like the direction that we're going. You know, I'm pretty sure they don't want to rock the boat right now either.
Oh, of course not.
You know, so, you know, so now we ask the question. We have a game. Who do we play on Sunday?
Falcons.
Oh, shit, that's right. Shout out to my little brother Jason that's going down to Atlanta to watch that game.
Really?
You lucky bastard. Yeah. So who starts on Sunday against Matty Ice and the Falcons? That should be a good.
That's an interesting
poll question.
30 seconds.
Okay, we might have to put that up for the poll this week and see what the people say. I think that's a good poll question.
I think John Harbaugh is going to keep it close to the vest, and just like last week, and not reveal anything till the end of the week.
Yeah, but if John, if you want to keep your job, you know what to do. That's all I'm going to leave it at. Hey, you guys, when we come back, we're going to continue this football talk, and we're also going to talk about the NBA. I don't know, what is this I'm hearing about Dwight Howard liking his booty to be tickled? But when we come back, just a bit outside.
My name is Ruth Rusi. I'm a retired teacher. I'm 91 years old, and this is how I live United. I say retired, but not really. Once a week, I read books to children as part of United Way's education program. Reading to a child creates links between language and literacy. It creates a bond between grown-up and child. And believe it or not, it prepares them for a better academic future. Oh, we read about frogs and flies and pigs with wings, all sorts of juicy stuff. It's a joy to watch all those little faces. I figure I have the time and they have the need. And I've always believed that if we're not here to help each other, then what are we here for really? My name is Ruth Rusi. I help kids prepare to succeed in school. So I don't just wear the shirt, I live it.
Give, advocate, volunteer, Live United. Go to liveunited.org. Brought to you by United Way and the Ad Council.
My name is Meera Batra. I have been in this country 32 years, and this is how I live united.
America has always been the land of promise, and in my community, many families have come for a better life. Coming from another culture myself, I know the desire to become part of a community, to feel at home and to gain the tools for our children and families to succeed. So I advocate for these families with United Way. United Way empowers them to look beyond their histories and to see what opportunities are available. We help them get involved with their kids' schools, network within the community, and when we do, we unite them. We make the community stronger. What I do is something I wish someone had done for me, and I am so grateful I am able to. My name is Meera Batra. I help families see opportunities and succeed. I don't just wear the shirt, I live it.
Give, advocate, volunteer, Live United. Go to liveunited.org. Brought to you by United Way and the Ad Council.
Keyboard Cat, Hamilton the Pug, and Toast Meets World. These are some of the internet's most beloved pets. With millions of YouTube views, shares, Instagram likes, followers, and fans across the globe. But what do all these amazing pets have in common? Their stories started in a shelter. Start your story. Adopt a dog or cat today. Visit the shelter.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
We're talking about the Ravens, talking some Monday Night Football earlier, and that game is officially underway now. So we have the Texans and the Titans, and some bragging rights on the line.
Okay.
I'm going to win.
Uh-oh. Talk that talk. Talk that talk, shorty. So, we'll keep you updated on the Monday Night Football game as we go through the rest of the show. Now it's time for one of our favorite segments of the night, brought to you by Killer Dogs. We have our Killer Dogs. Killer Dogs up on Harford Road.
Bel Air Road.
Bel Air Road. I do that shit every week. Killer Dogs up on Bel Air Road. Yo, go check them out. Tell them Just a Bit Outside sent you. They might hook you up with something special. Killer Dogs. Check them out.
They had a gobbler dog last week for
Did
Thanksgiving.
they? What was on that?
Oh, turkey, cranberry sauce, stuffing. I was
Really?
tempted, yeah.
Cranberry sauce. Interesting. Nice. They always come in with the new stuff.
Keith's
New
got it
shit,
going on
hot
crazy
shit.
over there.
Yeah, yo, they always level it up. That's what's up. So, Booty Huff picks of the week. Let's start off with Mark. Who's your Booty Huff pick of the week?
Booty Huff, it was kind of hard this week because there's a lot of bad going on.
Yeah, there was a whole lot.
But I'm going to go with the Arizona Cardinals.
Okay.
Not only did they take a 45-10 loss to the Chargers, which, don't get me wrong, Chargers are playoff bound.
Yes.
So that's not any shame because the Cardinals suck. But now today, they bench two starters. Not only bench, they put them on IR.
Okay.
So going to IR is, let's see, Josh Bynes, linebacker, and kicker Phil Dawson. But they also straight up released two starters. Right tackle Andre Smith, cornerback Benny Benkework.
Okay.
And actually, it's the second cornerback they've released in like 10 days. So you just got to wonder what the hell's going on there. They're not going to get in the playoffs, obviously. They're looking towards the future. But are they going to the John Gruden playbook and just trying to tank it and get the best draft pick possible? Whatever's going on in Arizona. I mean,
stinks.
And I feel so bad for Larry Fitzgerald because
I was just about to say that.
It's got to be his last season. If it's not, he's not going to be with them much longer.
Yeah.
But you'd want to see them go out on a higher note just for him. But
Larry, get out. Get out. You are in the sunken place. Get out.
And last time there was an Arizona Cardinal receiver that left, we took him in and took him to Super Bowl. Q.
Oh, that's right.
Come on, Larry.
Yay. Oh, man. Okay, let me go home with my Booty Huff pick of the week. I think I've probably picked them at least 3 times so far this season. Ding dang Jacksonville Jaguars.
I almost went with them.
They just cannot get right.
I was so hyped for them at the beginning of season 2.
Oh, my goodness. Who did they play yesterday and they dropped that game in the last minute? They made me so mad because I picked them.
The Bills?
Yes.
I picked the Bills.
Yes. So the Jacksonville Jaguars, I think they done lost about 7, 8 in a row. They sorry as shit. They fired their offensive coordinator, Nathaniel Hackett. They benched Blake Bortles.
Who's their backup?
I don't even know. And then on top of that, let's put the cherry on top. Leonard Fournette gets suspended for 1 game for fighting.
Yeah.
So, for all my degenerate gamblers out there, Jacksonville is straight up booty huff. Whoever they are playing next week, take that team in the points because their offense is going to be garbage. They are just reeling and falling apart. Every time you think they have hit rock bottom, they find another way to look like more and more booty huff. Like I just can't say what I really want to say because my mom is watching. But they just find another way to sink to lower levels. I don't know what it's going to take for this organization to turn around because I honestly don't think. I'm thinking maybe just a new GM, yo. Somebody to come in and just give that whole entire thing a facelift, man. Because, like you said, you had such high hopes, and it wasn't just you. I mean, they had a little buzz preseason.
Well, everyone looked at what they did last season. They didn't really change much. They had a lot of the same personnel. Like you'd think that they could do it again.
And I'm glad that they finally made a decision on Blake Bortles because he was never the answer. He was never the answer. I'm sorry. I mean, it's the same way I feel about that damn Fitzpatrick down in Tampa Bay. Y'all keep resurrecting his ass, and he keeps showing you every time who he is. But that's a whole nother discussion. Let's go with our come through. Who is your This is gonna be a hard one for me, I think. Who's your come through pick?
Oh, it's easy.
Okay.
Because I talked about it earlier.
I know you gonna.
we talked about when the AFC West and the Raiders lose, I'm happy. When the Broncos win, I'm happy.
Yeah.
And I know you're happy with this win, and all of Ravens Nation should be happy.
I know what you're gonna say. Oh yeah.
Because the Broncos beat up on they didn't beat up on the Steelers. It's just a touchdown game. But they got 2 picks off of Roethlisberger. They just stymied their offense. They had some really great defensive plays, just making sure that Pittsburgh couldn't move the ball. So yeah, Denver Broncos all day, baby. Yeah. And they did it in those retro uniforms. Yes. The orange with the blue helmet with the big D.
The D on the side, right?
Oh yeah.
Gave him the big D. So that particular game was one of the 50-50 matchups where I, along with the Jacksonville Jaguars Buffalo Bills game, that I wish I would have changed at the last minute, because that was there's a term that they have called trap game. Mm-hmm. To me, that was the perfect trap game for Pittsburgh. They had been on a nice little win streak. Everybody knows going up the Mile High, it's a hard game to play. It's a hard atmosphere to play in.
Was it in Heinz Field?
No, I thought they were in Denver.
I thought it was in Heinz Field, so we'll have to check that out.
We'll double check that. Either way, the Broncos, show up. This is one of the times they did show up to play. Von Miller came through. They really handled Ben Roethlisberger.
Oh yeah.
They shook him up, rung his bell, got him out of sync, and they got the job done.
And he still threw like lights out.
Yeah.
56 attempts or something like that.
Oh yeah, Juju got me like 35 points. I was just that was jujuing and dancing even though I hate the Steelers, man, but that boy came through for me yesterday. My come through pick for the week.
I was in Mile High. It was in Denver.
Yeah, that's what I thought. It wasn't that's why I said, that was a game they could lose. And Dr. Ren will tell you that because she was asking for my advice. And I said, that's a game they could lose. But I'm going to go with the Chicago Bears. I think that's a pretty decent pick. With no Mitch Trubisky, and I got to say, I fell victim to it. You know what I mean? Like, I was figuring that they would go out there on Thursday and struggle against the Detroit Lions, and they got the job done.
On my extra, I said just the opposite.
Really?
The Lions look like trash. Like, they've had good games.
I feel bad for Matthew Stafford, too, man, because it's just like...
They've had good games. Like, they beat the Patriots, but then, like, they'll go out and just, like, lay an egg against, I don't know, Jacksonville or whoever. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, like the Bears, they've just looked incredible this year. And I hope that they're not the Jacksonville Jaguars of this season, where next year they go out there and look like trash.
Yeah.
But I'm sold on the Bears going deep in the playoffs.
Oh, I mean, hell, don't look now. They're 8-3.
8-3.
Top of the NFC North.
Yeah.
In a very weak division. I mean, honestly, the Vikings don't look good. The Packers don't look good. I don't care what anybody say. I know they got Aaron Rodgers. Like, I'm shaking my head at them right now.
Yep.
And Detroit is just Detroit. They are what we think they are. Yeah. So there you have it, you guys. There's your Booty Huff picks and Come Through picks of the week, brought to you by Killer Dogs. When we come back, we're going to have your WTF moments of the week. Dwight Howard. Oh, no.
Exchange Radio Show every Friday 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. every Saturday 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. Real artist, real talk, real live on BeExposedRadio.com. I was meeting with a friend yesterday, and I've gotten to the point where don't ask me a question because the truth is going to come out.
Exactly.
Just don't do it.
If you ain't looking for the truth, don't come to me.
Don't do it because I can't hold my tongue, and she wants to be this stylist, boutique, but you're not doing anything in that nature, and I can't take you seriously if you're not doing those things. And I understood why people didn't take me seriously, because I found myself in somebody else's lane. I was good at what I was doing and what I wanted to be, but I wasn't doing it for me. So how can I ask you to take me seriously if I'm living in somebody else's shoes?
And nobody can do what you do, and I think that that's a big problem that people face now. Like, you see what somebody else is doing and you want to do that when that's not your lane.
That's not your lane.
That's not what you're supposed to be doing.
But it's popular, it's getting that person money, it's getting that person applause. Oh, I want applause. I want money. Let me stand over here behind them.
And then a lot of times people aren't honest with themselves either. Like, I was thinking earlier today, I've been woke for almost 2 days, so so you get honesty, and I was thinking, like, you know,
the Artist Exchange Radio Show.
Whoa. The moment my son saw a redwood tree.
It's huge!
Is the moment I knew that for him,
You can't even see the top of that thing!
even the sky has no limit.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org. Learn about forests near you and discover cool things to do when you go. Your moment is out there. Find it at discovertheforest.org.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
We're rewarding you for something you already do, listening to us. It's radio loyalty, and it's an easy way for you to get free stuff. All you do is sign up. Go ahead and click the banner now. You'll earn points as you listen. Points you can trade in for great products and services in the Radio Loyalty store. You can earn even more points.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Here's what you missed on Salacious Life Radio.
You know, when it comes to your children, especially if you're dating.
Welcome back, Just a Bit Outside Radio Show, BeExposedRadio.com. You okay? Oh. You know, we always dig the music, and we got to give a shout out to DJ Delight, Mike McMillan, for hooking us up with that. And he had a special message for us on Facebook earlier. He wanted to, what was it, R.I.P. Flacco?
Yeah. He said everybody say a prayer for Joe Flacco's hip. But I think he wants
that it gets worse.
Right,
Yeah.
Man. I'm like that. You know, Mike is savage when it comes to the Ravens, man. I can't even deal with it. All right, let's keep this show going, yo. We got the WTF moments of the week. And boy, it has been an interesting week. I mean, we have some pretty bizarre, as my man, who is it, Chris Collinsworth says, we have some bizarre WTF moments of the week tonight. You wanna kick off the first one? Because I'm still trying to get myself together to say.
Oh Lord.
I can start off with what?
Well, apparently I didn't print it up, so I can't remember exactly what the one I was going to go with. But something that I heard earlier was, WTF is up with Baker Mayfield and Hugh Jackson. I don't know if you heard, but Hugh Jackson is over on the Bengals sideline now.
Yeah.
He's a special assistant to the head coach. I don't know exactly what kind of position that is. But the Bengals and the Browns played. Bengals won. And, typically after the game, players mingle, they hug, they, shake hands. And you think with this person that was just their head coach, hey, coach, how you doing? Baker Mayfield snubbed him.
Really?
Just straight up wouldn't even talk to him, nothing. And later he said something like, we have coaches in, or why would I want to, he referenced how they have coaches in the locker room now that want to see them succeed. So, he threw some major shade at Hugh Jackson.
There was all types of shade going on with that game. I think I saw one play where somebody intercepted the ball, and when the play was over, the defensive player for the Browns handed the ball to Hugh Jackson. That shit was so wrong. Like, so gangster. So, I don't know what was going on between the players and Jackson, but they made a point to do all types of demonstrations to show how they really felt.
Oh, yeah.
When I saw him hand him that ball, I was like, no, the hell he did not. and Hugh just took the ball like, I thank you, because it wasn't nothing he could say, because the Browns whooped the Bengals' ass. I don't care what anybody's saying. I got to pat myself on the back for that one, because that was one of the ones that was a 50-50 one for me, and I changed at the last minute, because I just had a feeling the Browns was going to put it to the Bengals. And, man, the Bengals, that is another organization. They might find their way onto the Booty Huff pick of the week next week, because that's another organization that is just spiraling out of control, man.
Yeah.
I am fearing, I have a soft spot for Marvin Lewis, but I am fearing for that man's job at the end of the season, man. I don't know if he will be here.
He's been there, what, 16, 18 seasons?
Yeah, they've been faithful to that brother, man. But I hate to say it, he might be up out of Cincinnati at the end of this season.
Unless he still has pictures on someone.
Right. What does Marvin Lewis have on the Bengals owner? The somebody.
The Brown family. Yeah.
I don't know how he has survived this long. I really don't. But I mean, in his defense, I don't know if they've really given them the correct tools to be successful. Because they like, the Bengals was, if you were crazy or had been to jail a couple of times, there was a place for you on the Bengals organization.
Yeah.
And that's hard to coach, man. And that's hard to do,
And they're going down now. Like Andy Dalton, he has like a broken finger or sore thumb or something. And I thought I read that they put him on IR. It's probably a short-term IR. Like the NFL has that now. But it doesn't look good for the Bengals for the next few weeks.
Yeah. I'm going to tell you who else it don't look good for. University of Maryland, College Park, man. Now, they seem like they just can't catch a break. My WTF moment of the week is that apparently last month, of course this just came out like last week or so, they had a peeping Tom on the campus of University of Maryland, man. I mean, they just wilding the hell out up there. I mean, there was one guy, I guess, going from dorm to dorm or from home to home, peeping in people's windows, trying to get a free show. People still do that?
Apparently so.
That shit is crazy. When I hear like a peeping Tom, I always thought, I've been thinking that's like a back in the day type of thing. I mean, like, you got all of this damn internet out here, all of this reality TV.
Drones.
Oh, man. I don't know. You might have gave somebody an idea now. I don't know. Now we're going to have peeping drones. You know what I mean?
I think we've had those for a while now.
Right. I mean, I'm just saying, why are you even still doing that, dog? I mean, I know there are plenty of sites that will facilitate all of your needs. WTF. I had to say the biggest WTF for last. I think we all do you have another WTF? My bad, I didn't mean to.
Nope.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go ahead and go in with this one. We're gonna save the biggest one for last, which is Dwight Howard. Now, apparently, I don't even know what this. What do I say to this? Like, okay, so apparently, there has been a trans woman that has claimed that Dwight Howard likes his booty tickled or something. I don't know. I mean, like,
it's 2018, you know.
Yeah, I mean, dude,
guys can like what they like.
Hey, yeah. Hey, look. Takes all kinds to build the freeway, but hey, I'm just saying. But apparently, this has rocked the Twitterverse, the NBA verse, and everything. And apparently, this trans woman has accused him of cheating with other men as well as transgender women. I mean, this is surprising. This is surprising because I believe doesn't Dwight have like 25 children or something like that.
I don't think it's 25, but yeah, he's very proclivious or whatever that word is for. Yeah.
And I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to go there. He missed his first couple of days due to a booty injury, and now I'm just wondering what type of booty injury that is. Shots fired, that's what we do here, just a bit outside. But you know what I mean? Like, yo, Dwight Howard, what's going on, man? You can't be having people, putting your shit out there. You gotta be the one to put it out there first. Don't be having these other ones put them out there. I mean, and then you got these, these prostitutes or whoever's just throwing your whole mess out there. I mean, the whole situation is just a mess. And we hope that you can, at the very least, start playing some damn basketball because the Wizards are shit. They are not good.
They are.
And we could use, I don't know, they could use some help. I think the Wizards need a new facelift too, man. I mean, John Wall got fired for, that's another WTF. John Wall, he didn't get fired, he got fined for sounding off against Coach Scott Brooks. I mean, they talking about trading him and possibly Bill. I mean,
Yeah.
And if you do that, who are you left with? I have no idea.
What's the
Markieff Morris and Otto Porter.
What's the coach's kid from the Clippers?
Man, come on, man. I'm not even gonna say his name, man. I'm not even gonna say his name.
I can't remember his name.
Austin Rivers.
There you go.
But yeah, man. That's another organization that needs some help as well. I don't know. But there you have it. Those are WTF moments of the week. In the few minutes that I have left, have we talked about our new general manager with the Baltimore Orioles?
It was a feel-good last week, but we haven't really gone in. Okay, thank God. It was 10-0, but apparently the Texans just scored a touchdown.
What so in the hell? Are you serious?
10-7. Texans just got on the board.
Oh, man. Okay, all right. Well, look, Houston, I'm going to need you to come through because, Mark.
I'm going to need you to come through.
Right. I'd like to have a free, hopefully he'll buy me a beer with that card or something. I don't know. But, yeah. So back to the new GM for the Orioles. I mean, have there been any other press conferences? Have there been any other sightings?
There hasn't been any press conferences that I know of.
Okay.
Which that one press conference that they announced him, like, what was up with that? Like, it was a couch and just like, it was like a talk show set.
He was bringing that swagger back, but I mean, you know what I mean? He's trying to let you know his new sheriff is in town.
But they made another hire.
Okay.
And he brought someone in from the Astros. Not only is this dude from the Astros, he's also a former NASA engineer.
So we got a damn rocket scientist on the team.
Mike Elias worked with him in Houston, obviously. Sig Mejdal,
okay.
Former NASA engineer. He was recruited to do sabermetrics for the Cardinals. He did that for 22 months, created algorithms to determine the likely performance and stats of baseball players. And during that time, the Cardinals actually brought up the most players to the major leagues.
Really?
Using his stats. In 2012, he became the director of decision sciences for the Astros, where he supported recruitment decisions based on physical tests and historical player performances. Obviously, it was integral to the Houston Astros going from 3 straight 100-game lost seasons to the World Series champions they became, and now he's being brought over assistant GM.
So, from what I'm hearing, it sounds like we're about to play a little Moneyball, though.
Sabermetrics, yeah.
Yeah.
And actually, it's funny you say Moneyball because he was a baseball fan. He played Little League and everything. Yep. He got into science into NASA. And after seeing the movie Moneyball, that's when he decided to make the move into baseball.
That's awesome.
Took his passion.
That's awesome. And, you know, as someone who has a degree in economics, you know, I got a special spot for stuff like that, man, because, you know, statistics, I don't think people know how much really goes into, you know, sports as far as, you know, like ranking and drafting players. I mean, there are whole mathematical models out there that people have put together or can put together to really help you as far as stats and really give you some good insight that and I guess sometimes you can't just, you know, you can't tell by just looking at that person. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool, man. I just really hope, you know, I'm excited to see what's going to happen with the Orioles in spring training. You know, I every year I say, I'm going to go down to Sarasota. I think this year I might just really, you know, just bite the bullet and just buckle up and just go on down to Sarasota and check out the Orioles and see the things that they're trying to do. They're going to have a tough time. You know, even with the new GM, you know, I feel like we got a new manager. We're going to be restructuring, and you know they're going to have a tough time because the division is already tough, and you know Boston and New York, they're not going to let up.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
And you know I'm really interested to see. I mean, a lot of people have been talking about Manny Machado's future with the LA Dodgers. I'm really interested to see what's going to happen with that out there.
Or his future with the New York Yankees.
Yeah, but say, do you think that there's any possibility that we could get him back, or he's just gone, you know, gone forever?
I think he's gone forever.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, thanks for the time, thanks for the memories.
Right.
But, you know, you do you. And if it means going to New York, that's where a lot of people go when they follow the money.
Yeah, I mean, it ain't nothing wrong with that, you know, and Manny Machado has shown that he can handle a huge market because, I mean, he received some criticism out there in LA for some of the things that he's done, dare I say, antics.
Or stuff that he didn't do, hustle.
Right, yeah. So, you know, I mean, he's shown that he can handle that type of thing. So, you know, being on a team like the New York Yankees, I don't think will be that much of a difference for him.
Absolutely, yeah.
All right, so while we have a few seconds left, I'm going to give you guys a couple updates on some NBA, you know, teams tonight. We were just talking about Dwight Howard and the Wizards. They are currently leading the Houston Rockets, 87-85 at home. Timberwolves are whipping up on the Cavaliers. I mean, who hasn't whipped the Cavaliers? And Celtics pounding on the Warriors. You know, the Celtics, what's going on with them? They're 10-10 right now. They're kind of, you know, hanging around. I was kind of expecting a better record from them at this point.
I don't know. Especially since they don't have the injuries they had last year.
Exactly. They got an even better, I feel like they have a better team.
Gordon,
you know,
Hayward.
And Kyrie. You know, I was, but maybe that's something that we can look into and talk about next week on the show.
Yeah.
But we're going to take a quick little break, you guys. When we come back, we're going to wrap this thing up. Man, we don't never have enough time. Just a bit outside. Thanks for sticking around, baby.
Here's what you missed on Salacious Life Radio.
You know, when it comes to your children, especially if you're dating someone that you actually like, you do want it to work. So you're gonna hope and encourage the relationship between your child and that person because you like that person, you know, so you're gonna hope for the best. I mean, sometimes, yeah, it just doesn't work, and you can't make it work. You can't force it. It's like a branch. You keep bending it. Eventually, it'll snap, and even if you put it back together, it'll never be what it once was. But you definitely pray on it. You hope for the best, you know, because like nobody wants to spend the rest of their life alone just because a particular relationship didn't work out, but you had this beautiful creature as a result of it, you know. But you don't want to necessarily spend and you're not all of a sudden a bad person. You're not all of a sudden not going to fulfill this other person's needs.
You, madam, are a harlot.
Because I had one kid while I was still married. Like,
I take that back.
What if the situation turns around the other way? So you ready for your child to meet? They meet the person, and this person is a giver. So this person's buying your child lots of gifts and wanting to.
I would usually.
Do you
like,
let?
You don't like if it's a birthday or some sort of holiday or something like that. Okay, and they want to get them a few things or get them something. Okay, but just on like a regular basis, like unless it's like Nestle's Quick or something that you can get from like, you know what I'm saying, or like Kit Kats or something like that. Like, no, don't spend a lot of money. It's unrealistic.
I'm sorry.
It's unrealistic. Like, don't try to buy his.
Tune in live to Salacious Life Radio every Wednesday from 9 to 11, only on BeExposedRadio.com.
Hi, I'm LeVar Burton, and I'm proud to be a book person. How do I choose a book? Sometimes it's the cover, sometimes it's the title. I guess I'm pretty visual. If a book's really impressing me and the writing is really good, I will peek and see what the last paragraph is, because the endings of books should rock you. I am a book person, and if you're a book person too, read to a child and spark a lifetime of ambition. Join me at bookpeopleunite.org, because reading is fundamental. A public service announcement brought to you by Reading is Fundamental, Library of Congress, and the Ad Council.
You are now listening to Just a Bit Outside, the sports radio show at BeExposedRadio.com. Come join us every Monday night from 8 to 10 p.m. on YouTube, Facebook, or at BeExposedRadio.com.
So we had a lot of things going on.
Mother's Day, Major League Baseball, pink bats, pink outfits.
Yeah. They certainly did the mothers good. They don't show them justice. Like Jimmy said, the pink bats, cleats, all types of pink highlights in the major leagues. The Orioles were swept by the Kansas City Royals.
Wah, wah.
The Kansas City Royals. Thank you, Eric. Kansas City Royals is they're like one of the worst teams in the Major League Baseball right now. Yeah, so that was a little tough.
Yeah, so the Orioles no longer have the top record. It belongs to the Washington Nationals now.
Yeah, so that was tough. So hopefully they'll get back on track with the next series. Maryland, we got some local sports, collegiate to report. The Maryland lacrosse. Let's shout out the Maryland lacrosse team. They are in the NCAA tournament, and they...
Hey, this is Mark, just a bit outside on BeExposedRadio.com. Listen to us every Monday, 8 to 10 p.m. on Facebook and on YouTube.
Check out this flashback from the Artist Exchange Radio Show.
That's the biggest thing, is just empowerment. Just get off of the begging line. Just be proud and just get our pride and our dignity back, because as a child, we're taught how to go and beg for a job. Our parents, they literally taught us how to make sure you pull your pants up. Me, I'm 6'7", so I'm a bigger man. I was always taught how to not be threatening or intimidate people when I go into different interviews or different scenarios. And so we're literally taught how to condition ourselves, condition our speech, everything, in order to go and beg these people for a job, because we know when we walk in the door, I have to tear down 10 stereotypes before I get past hello. So we need to eliminate that. You know, and we need to eliminate that, and the way that we do that is employing ourselves and employing our brothers and sisters. And so that's our mission, is group economics, uplift ourselves, because I can't empower anyone until I empower myself, and change from just being willing, because it's in my heart and my passion to see my people succeed and see us do better and change the social order, because I know that we are not supposed to be on bottom. I understand who I was. I know I didn't fall out of the sky and land on a plantation. So when you have knowledge of self and you know who you are and what you come from, it's frustrating more than anything to see us in this position.
Tune into the Artist Exchange every Friday 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. every Saturday 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. live on BeExposedRadio.com.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
All right, welcome back, you guys, to Just a Bit Outside. And now it's time to say goodbye to all our outside friends. Final update for tonight's Monday Night Football game. It's the end of the first quarter. Tennessee is still ahead of Houston. Mark, man, we need them to get back in this game, baby.
Texas got the ball, though.
Okay. You know, I want some of that. I don't even know what they call that shrimp, the boom boom shrimp or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
I like that. Do we have a feel-good story for today?
Kind of, sort of. Yeah.
Okay.
Big MMA fight took place over the weekend.
Okay.
It was Tito Ortiz, Chuck Liddell 3. Both times previously in the UFC, Liddell had knocked out Tito Ortiz. Tito Ortiz wins via knockout for their third matchup. And then today, Tito Ortiz announces his retirement.
Nice.
So Tito Ortiz walking off in the sunset, 21 years as a fighter for MMA, 15 years of which was with UFC. This fight was actually the first MMA promotion by Oscar De La Hoya, Golden Boy Productions.
Oh, really?
And it looks like Tito Ortiz is going to step into a managerial role in Golden Boy to assist as they move forward in more MMA cards and promotions. So Tito Ortiz wrapped up a career that was just phenomenal. Dude was like at one point one of my favorite fighters in the world, still is of all time. But dude was beast, and happy trails.
Hey man, that's how you go out, man, at the top of your game, yo, and it takes a lot of maturity to know that, time is done.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like I said, what better way than to end it on a high note? Carmelo Anthony.
Oh, I thought you said he had time left still.
I don't know, man. I mean, look, like I said, have we heard anybody nipping at that hook? Have we heard any fish?
Well, last I knew, Houston still wasn't going to let him out of his contract.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's a little rough.
Maybe they're waiting for a trade.
Oof. All right, you guys, man, it's been a fun show, yo. I got to thank Elton and I got to thank Andrew for coming through and chopping it up with us and letting us know what's going down with the MASL. And we do look forward to going out to Towson to watch that first game. Baltimore, you know how we end this show. Spread love, yo. Until next time, outsiders. I swear to goodness, oh man, yeah. That's good stuff, yeah. Yeah, it's all good. Yo, fuck it,
Driving has a rhythm all its own. Don't wreck it with a text. Before you get behind the wheel, silence your phone. Or better yet, designate a texter. For more text-free driving tips, visit StopTextStopWrecks.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
Green light. Hey girl, school zone. I'm getting hungry. Car changing lanes. You want to meet me for pizza? Stop sign. Intersection clear. Yeah.